All right, everybody, come on in, come on in. Welcome to day 15. We are halfway through your 30-day elegance boot camp. For anybody new here, hi, I am Maggie. You may know me as Maggie, the substitute teacher from my cooking channel. I'm all about food and femininity. I love helping feminine women attract and keep the masculine man of their dreams. Lucy and I are the founders of Finishing School for the Modern Woman, where we teach women of all ages how to be more elegant, how to be more feminine, and how to have better etiquette. This is also part of our giving back. We have private classes and coaching. You can go to the link in the description. Enrollment is open. We start again in January. So, Lucy, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Lucy, and I have a channel that focuses mainly on Spanish, teaching basic and uh, midway Spanish, not too advanced. And believe it or not, today I posted a 6 or 7 minute um, refresher course, and its phrases about phrases to use at the airport. So I posted something as I promised I was going to do, and I'm here with Maggie. Happy to be here. Happy to meet you every night. Today is our 15th night, and it's going to be an interesting topping. Uh, topping topic.
I love it.
Topic.
Maybe we're having pizza. I'm here for that. Absolutely. So yes, everybody come on in. We love seeing you here. So we are covering a book called The Ultimate Elegance Guide. The link is in the description. You all can get your own copy. The discount code is Elegance20. This is from Woman of Elegance. Vivienne has her own YouTube channel. She's got over 400,000 followers, and she makes amazing feminine content. She's given us permission to cover her book. It's a 30-day guide. So if you do one thing per day, you'll be well on your way to your elegance journey. And so we are going to pick up on day 15. Hopefully you all are still feeling good and not overwhelmed. Lucy, you want to remind us what we've seen so far?
Okay, be patient with me because I'm not a pro like Maggie is. So let's see if I can do it. Come on, Lucy, you can do it.
You could do it. You could do it. You could do it.
All right, here we go. Okay, can you see it? Let me.
You got it.
Got it? Am I
Mhm.
presenting?
Yes, you got the full screen.
Yes.
You did.
All right, so we're going to go through day 1 to 14 very quickly. We started with the outside part of the way we look and our styles, creating our style. Um, what am I doing here? Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. Okay, organizing our closet and wardrobe. We looked at the appropriate shoes and accessories to have according to the event and the situation. Why am I going back? Sorry, guys. Operator error. Day 4, we looked at makeup and hairstyles. This was a good session. Day 5, looking neat and smelling nice. Working on our posture, we had a Sarah. I don't know how to say her last name, but Donova is that how you say it?
Yes, but then
She Yes. And she came in and she gave us a little bit of tips about femininity and how to best work with your posture. All right. What is day 7? We learning how to listen. Day 8 was thinking before we talk. Day 9, speak articulately. Day 10, be discreet. Okay. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to uh, confuse you. I'm confused myself. Day 11, what's your body language? Day 12, be smart and versatile. Versatile. Day 13, know your table manners. Day 14, using utensils correctly. And we are here. Did I miss any of those steps? I feel like I
I think
did.
you got it. No, it's fine. I was
Okay.
able to follow along. Thank you so much, Lucy. All right, so let's take this down. If you want to stop sharing, and then I will take it from here. We are going to go into Vivienne's book. So, ladies, before we begin, I'd love to know, how are you feeling? We're at the halfway point, and I was honestly thinking, y'all, this is a lot. Like, I love this stuff, but it's kind of like, man, if you've never heard any of this stuff before, you may be thinking, I got a long way to go. That's okay. Lucy and I are here to teach you. But are you feeling encouraged? Are you feeling overwhelmed? Are you feeling kind of like, you know what, I'm not doing so bad? Maybe you all can grade yourself in the chat while we continue. So you all know me. I'm all about the snacks here. So let's continue talking about food. All right. So I'm going to bring up Vivienne's book, and then I'm going to see what you all are saying in the chat. So this is the beautiful Vivienne. Again, her channel is Woman of Elegance. This is the book, The Ultimate Elegance Guide. It is a digital download. You all please support her. She was very generous and gracious to allow us to teach from her material. All right, so I'm going to scroll down to day 15. And this is such good content because we can always refresh. Lucy and I tell our students all the time, you've never arrived. You can always get better. All right. So there we go. Let me stop sharing, and we're going to go through this one thing at a time. So how's everybody feeling? Tara says we are halfway. Tara is our team cheerleader, and I am so excited. And maybe we'll announce a little something towards the end. Lisa says, I have really enjoyed this. Okay, you guys are feeling good so far. Mona says, this has been very informative, yet not overwhelming. Okay, good, ladies. I'm so glad to hear that. All right. Elegance never ages. We can always work on getting better. So, what does Vivienne say? All right, let me go over here. Familiarize yourself with restaurant menus and how to decipher what is what. If you are unsure, ask. All right, buckle up. A 7-course dinner menu includes hors d'oeuvres, soup, appetizer, salad, main course, dessert, and I don't even know what this is. Maybe you can look it up, Lucy. Mignardise. Mignardise. I don't even know what that is. Maybe you can look that up for me.
It's bite-sized dessert. I looked it up before.
Oh, good. I'm glad you did, because I didn't. I was streaming extra. So anyway, ladies, now this is 7 courses. Most of the time, for those of us here in the States, when you eat out, and you all have seen my dining documentaries, it's usually a 3-course. So some type of appetizer or salad, a main course, and a dessert. You can have as basic as that. You could have, 5-course, 7-course, even 10 courses. So I'm glad Lucy knows. I love what Vivienne says about if you're unsure, ask. So again, remember we've said this before. When you dine with others, it's never about the food. Of course, you want to enjoy the food, but you see how over 7 courses, you're going to have to pace yourself so you don't arrive hungry and you don't let yourself get overwhelmed. So being prepared so you're not caught off your heels. Like what I do when we're going somewhere to a restaurant, ladies, we all have smartphones, we all have the internet. You can look up the menu and just kind of see what kind of food is there, what kind of dinner service they do. I don't know. Is it family style? Is it a tasting menu? Is it buffet? We've said this multiple times, you never want to arrive and kind of like, oh my goodness, make a scene because you weren't prepared. So take time to not only get yourself ready, but familiarize yourself with it, especially if it's a different type of cuisine that you're not used to. So I love that. This actually reminds me, when I went to London, I had a very fancy meal and I never did a dining documentary on it. And they brought a dessert and then they brought a 1-bite dessert. And I didn't know what it was, but now I know. What do you have to say, Lucy?
I love that she says, ask questions. Ask your server questions about what you're going to be eating. And I loved what you said also about make just researching the restaurant, because again, in the Western culture, we are pretty spoiled and we have specific, sometimes we make ourselves have a specific way of eating things. If you're a vegan or you're a carnivore and or you have these more specific ways of eating, then it would be smart to research the restaurant to make sure that at least there are one or two items that you can take advantage of while you're there.
I love that. And since you looked up that term, Lucy, for the one bite dessert, can you please pronounce it for us so I know how to say it? And ladies, you can do that because I saw Lisa's comment. I'm going to bring this up while Lucy's looking. It's uncomfortable when you don't know how to pronounce when you ask. So, do you have a pronunciation for it?
I think I can remember. It's mignardise.
Ooh,
Mignardise. It's French. Yeah.
do we have any French speakers in the chat? Any native French speakers? Please educate us. So, I do want to address this, ladies, because we want to give you tangible tools that you can do. Lisa says it's uncomfortable when you don't know how to pronounce when you ask. This is a wonderful question and a teachable moment because it's okay. We talk about this in the finishing school, especially in the international section. People from other cultures, people from other countries really appreciate it when you make an effort. But if you don't know, it's okay to say, I don't know. Please help me. I don't want to butcher this, or, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. You could point to it on the menu. You could ask the server. You could lean in quietly and say, I'm not familiar with this. What is it called? Especially, we talk about this in the finishing school. As Americans, we have a reputation sometimes for being kind of like it's our way or the highway. And we love America, but it is nice to show a little bit of effort when you are traveling to another country or dining with other cultures or maybe going to another restaurant. So in this case, what I should have done if I had prepared, all of your online dictionaries have a pronunciation. So you can click on the icon and it'll speak the word for you so you can try. And even if you just give it an attempt and say, I know I didn't say it right, but people really take that to heart. So don't beat yourself up if you don't know. You get an A for effort with a lot of people from other cultures. Anything else to add, Lucy?
Well said. Yes, they take it as a compliment when you're trying to learn about their cultures in their language. That is, yeah, you got an A+ by even asking how to say it and saying, I'm not sure if I can say it. And even if you try, they love it.
Okay, absolutely. So let's see what else Vivienne says. So we know now what to expect for the 7 courses. This goes back to yesterday, remember, with the cutlery. So for each course, ladies, there is different cutlery for each course because it serves a function. We talked about the soup spoon and all that. Oh, so much fun. All right, Vivienne says, find out what goes into each dish before you order. Ask your host or the waiter. This is most important if you're dining intercontinental or at an exotic hotel. Okay, I love this. Now, some of us are foodies, which means with a couple of exceptions, we'll kind of try anything, right? We're here for the adventure of cuisine. We like tasting different things. Y'all know that's me all day. But if you know you are a little bit more picky when it comes to food, that's totally fine. There is an elegant way to handle your preferences. Again, we talked about finding out the menu ahead of time. What you can do, ladies, if you're going to go somewhere and they're offering that you order what you would like, have a couple things in mind. Look at the menu. If you only eat chicken or you're pescatarian, only eat fish, go ahead and plan for what you think would be kind of a mid-priced item to eat. But I love what Vivienne says about asking before you order. So if you don't eat pork, for example, there's nothing wrong with saying, excuse me, can you tell me, if this dish contains any pork or any shellfish or anything like that? We talk about this in the finishing school. There are ways to get the attention of the wait staff in a good restaurant. The wait staff is trained to be kind of scanning the room to make sure that nobody's left unattended. So you could just make eye contact and usually they'll kind of hurry over. But if you need to, you can kind of quietly, like, raise your hand and then they'll come see about you. None of this. We don't do that. We don't shout across the room. We don't do any of that, ladies. All right. Again, you don't want to make other people stop what they're doing and focus on you. But the key is take the time to ask before you order, because what you want to avoid is your food arriving and then you're sitting there with the screw face because you didn't know, and now you're pouting, and now everybody who was having a good time is focused on you. All right, so take the time to inform yourself. What would you add, Lucy?
And if you're traveling abroad, if you're going to other culture, you get is what you eat. There aren't that many choices that you can have. So I think it's important to, even if you don't like it, to at least make the attempt to try a bite, just because you don't want to offend the people that are hosting, the restaurant that is hosting you eating there.
Absolutely. And I love what Lucy said. So I'll park here for just a moment. We cover dining very thoroughly in the finishing school. And Lucy and I also have another course. If you go to teachablemoments.with maggie.com, we did a hosting etiquette course, which really tells you in depth what the host and the guests are responsible for. So there's several different styles of eating, right? You could order yourself. It could be a simplified menu that the host has prepared. I've seen this at a lot of corporate events where they maybe choose like 5 or 7 things and that's what you order from. There's a reason why, ladies. They probably choose something that can be, that can be not cooked, prepared in a certain time frame so that everybody gets their food at the same time. Maybe there's a time window you don't know. It could be buffet style. There's protocol for all of that. But the point is, like we say, you get what you get and you don't pitch a fit, okay? If it's something you're unfamiliar with, you can absolutely try it. If you like it, enjoy. If you don't like it, you can just say, thank you so much, but I'm done, or no, thank you. You don't have to, suffer in silence. However, you don't ask for something that is not offered. Okay, so if there's a prepared menu, you eat from the prepared menu. You can pick and choose a few things that you would like, but if you have any serious intolerances or allergies, you would want to communicate that ahead of time. You don't wait until the day of, and then you have all kinds of requirements. And y'all know, whether it's you or someone in your family, there's always someone that the food is never right. Don't be that person. Would you add anything, Lucy?
And if you have specific allergies, if you travel, make sure you have your EpiPen or those types of meds in your purse in case you get an allergic reaction by something that they put in that food that they usually do, and they didn't know that you were allergic to that food. So be prepared.
Absolutely. So we have probably one of the most asked questions from Kim K. So I'll take time to answer this one, and we'll go to Vivienne's last point. So Kim asks, "Is it ever okay to send food back?" Yes, but. So we've said multiple times, you don't want this to turn into the "if Maggie ain't happy, ain't nobody happy" show. So what you can do, like we said, prepare ahead of time, know what the type of food the restaurant serves, and be prepared with a couple mid-priced items on the menu if you're asked to order for yourself. Now, ladies, if your food is poultry that's undercooked or something that is inedible, by all means, you can quietly get the wait staff's attention. We gave you some tips on how to do that, and quietly say, "I'm sorry, but this chicken is, undercooked." Here's the thing. What you don't want to do is make a mountain out of a molehill for a couple of reasons. If you ordered your steak medium and it came medium well, I would offer, and what my etiquette teacher says, is to really just deal with it if it's not um, kind of like a health and safety issue. The reason why is, again, now you've drawn attention to you, people who could be enjoying their food. Now you've sent your food back, you're sitting there not eating. And then by nature, it kind of makes other people feel like, well, I guess I shouldn't eat. Um, then it also throws off the pacing of the meal. Because remember, we talked about meals when you dine with others are meant to be enjoyed together. So you don't want to be the first to finish and you don't want to be the last to finish. So if you have to send your food back and wait for something else to come off, it just kind of interrupts the flow. So if by all means you can deal with it, hopefully you have an amazing experience. If you've done those things before, ask the questions, communicate to your host, check out the restaurant. It shouldn't be a problem. So hopefully that helps. What would you say, Lucy?
Perfect. If it's a health issue, yes, call your service attention and quietly state what the issue is, because what you don't want is also embarrass the restaurant, embarrass the chef, embarrass whoever's hosting the dinner party. So you want to be as discreet and as non problem causing as possible. So you call the attention, let them know, yeah, maybe maybe you could think about, I don't know, if the chicken is a little, it's not cooked all throughout or whatever, but quietly, not a big deal. And in the meantime, they take it away and then you grab I don't know, a bread with butter or something, or you continue the conversation with the person next to you. So the last thing you want to do is call attention to the meal, to yourself. Just make it something happen. They took it away, they'll bring it back, and you move on.
Absolutely. We have another question from Lisa. Lisa says, what to do if you're at a private dinner party and they serve something you don't eat? Example, duck, lamb. Hasn't happened to me yet, but I'm sure it will at some point. Okay, so I'll try to condense. Oh, I just love this stuff. So, private dinner party means it's either at someone's home or there's a host. It's not the full restaurant or the menu. So, here are your tips, ladies. When you are hosting, you should send an invitation, and in that invitation should ask if there are any dietary restrictions. What I've done when I've had formal events, you all have probably seen, like with weddings, they'll have like a little, information card with like parking and other details. You can say, if you know what the menu is, or if you're planning on serving shellfish or anything like that, the host should ask. Likewise, the guest should communicate. Now, in this case, this is not, I'm allergic to shellfish. This is just like I don't eat more gamey meats. Okay, so let's say you're at the dinner party and it's a rack of lamb and you don't eat lamb. Again, a good host would have kind of a backup just in case there was a little mix up, maybe like, a vegetarian dish or a salad and pasta, something kind of simple, so that if it's something you don't eat, they have something they can kind of swap it out for on the fly. No problems. Keep the flow of the dinner. But if that's all that's there, you leave it on your plate. You eat what you can. If anybody asks and they say, oh, you haven't touched your lamb, you can say something like, well, it looks incredible, but unfortunately, I don't eat lamb. So I hope you enjoy yours, whatever. But the squash was incredible, right? Keep it positive, keep it light. I wouldn't announce to the room, I don't eat gamey meats or whatever. Not that. I know you wouldn't do that, Lisa, but that's what I would say. What would you say, Lucy?
I agree. Yes, Maggie is the guru of redirecting. So you say, you put it aside. They say you haven't eaten your lamb, and you said, "Yeah, I'm sure it's delicious. The pasta and the salad, I'm enjoying them. so much, and then maybe try to change the conversation into something else. Make it a big deal, and you move on.
Yes, another reason why, ladies, you don't arrive hangry. That way you can navigate the food. The purpose, we have students in the chat. Alumna, what is the purpose of dining with others? I'll wait and let you all answer. What does Killis say? If I was in that situation, Lisa, I would eat around it, I think. Usually there are other things offered on the table like bread or sides. You guys got it. I would make sure I show my content in having the other things. Look, ladies, what does my man say? You're already feminine. Just stop fighting it. I love it. Absolutely. I'm glad that helped. All right. So let's see what Vivienne has to say. All right. So we talked about asking the host or the waiter what's in a dish before you order. This is important if you're dining intercontinental. That just means, different cuisines or at an exotic hotel. Vivienne says, don't hold your menu up to your face or lay it down flat on the table. Prop it up against your midriff and at the table. I should have had, okay. We will take Maggie's cookbook as a prop. Okay, ladies, when you are served a menu, proper etiquette, this is not correct. Okay, we don't want to do this. You're blocking not only connection with other people, but and I've seen it, y'all. Sometimes the flashlights and the magnifying glasses come out. Okay. You also don't want to lay it flat on the table and be doing this thing on the table. No. Remember, we said nothing on the table that's not meal related. So the proper etiquette, let's say this is the table at your mid. Well, y'all can't really see. Let me take Lisa down. So kind of imagine, this is at my midriff. You hold it kind of close to you at this kind of an angle low. That way you can still communicate with others. It's not on the table and you kind of, look through it. Usually it's just a booklet, maybe a couple of pages. Again, another reason why try to look at the menu online before you go. But that is your menu etiquette. What would you say, Lucy?
I agree. And I think, did we answer Ebony's question?
Oh, I missed it. I'm sorry.
Let me pull it up.
Okay.
Is it rude to wave down a server? Just be patient. If you need, they'll come. It's rude. Oh, it's rude. I thought it was a question. It's rude to wave down a server. Just be patient. You'll need, they'll come. Okay. Sorry. I thought it was a question.
No problem. Kim K says, I'm blind as a bat. Okay. Well, I could joke about this, but ladies, yes, I have been in restaurants where I know they dim the lights to kind of set the mood, and that's fine, but it's so dark. You can hardly read. And y'all know I wear glasses. So, yes, in those times, and I know cell phones aren't supposed to be out at the table, but I would kind of have my light. Maybe you don't turn on the flashlight. Maybe you don't do this. Maybe, you know how you have your screen light. Maybe you kind of hold it over a little bit. Again, ladies, it's about being discreet. I think you get the point, right? When it comes to not drawing too much attention to yourself, in your gestures and whatnot. Um, Also, looking at that menu at home where you can zoom in and look at everything so you can see it. So you kind of have a sense. And then when you get there, the waiter may say the special of the day, or you can ask, like me, I can't ever decide. I can't decide between the fish or the steak. What do you recommend? Something like that. Yes, I know. Shout out to the product placement, but no, honestly, the cookbooks are here. Did we get everything? What does Barry Love say? Lisa, just throw it across the room. Oh, are we talking about the lamb? I really don't understand how grown women don't. Okay, well, we are all learning here. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But this is a space where we can ask questions and learn together. Some of us know this. I've had to learn it. I'm sharing with you all what I've learned. I've been an etiquette student, and we love helping each other. Okay, so that was all that was in Vivienne's point, and Vivienne's book for today, and we've talked about Oftentimes the dining experience can be, a great first impression, or it can be, awkward. And we want to make sure you ladies are equipped and you enjoy the experience. And a big part of it is you just feeling confident about what you know and feeling okay about what you don't know. Anything to add, Lucy?
Yes, and another thing is also to be mindful of the situation. If it's
Mhm.
a restaurant where you haven't been able to order uh, beforehand or in advance, if you go there, you got to look at what the host is eating. If the host is eating something small, you match what you're eating to what the host is eating. Look at the pricing. Are you financially able to pay for a, I don't know, for a steak and lobster dinner? You know, who's paying for that stuff? So be mindful about what's going on in the entire situation. So, yeah, they invited you, but what was the arrangement? Are they going to be paying for your meal? Then you need to be considerate. If they're paying for your meal has to be um, considerate. You're not going to order a $50 plate when everybody else is eating 25 or 15, or the host is eating a $30 meal plate. So it goes back to consideration to the entire situation, and especially the host.
Absolutely, ladies. And so this applies whether you're at a family gathering, a company dinner, a date. If someone is treating you to a meal, proper etiquette is you follow the host's lead. If they don't order alcohol, you don't order alcohol unless they say, "Oh, I don't drink, or I'm not drinking tonight. Feel free to get what you'd like." And then you get one modest beverage. Also, if they don't order an appetizer, you don't. If they don't order dessert, you don't. Unless they say, "Help yourself. I don't eat sweets much, but help yourself." Also, you order in line with what they have. So if they're ordering some type of, middle of the range chicken dish, you don't order the most expensive, surf and turf. It's just poor etiquette. If you want that over the top experience, then you need to do that. Or, of course, if they say get whatever you like, but ladies, just I don't know if anybody answered it in the chat, but the purpose of dining with others is about making a connection, is about the conversation, is about the experience. It's not about you taking advantage of the situation, because, ladies, reputations are important and people talk, and you don't want to be remembered for the wrong thing. All right. Barry has a question. Barry says, oh, is this a question or a comment? A good question is to ask what the restaurant server is, what the restaurant is known for. Example, a steakhouse is known for a steak, or a seafood is known. Okay. So I think she's saying ask what their signature meal is. You can. Absolutely. I love asking. Um, if there's it's often they'll tell you the special of the day, but I usually like to ask what's the most popular, or whatnot. Ebony says, as an ex-server from the restaurant industry, women make these mistakes. Yeah, ladies, we've all seen it, and you don't want to be that person. Just no, it's not elegant. We have someone in the chat from your channel saying good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Did I get that right? Okay.
Good job.
I I was thinking it, but I wasn't going to say. Yes, we like to keep it positive here, because we're all learning. Anything else you wanted to add, Lucy? Did we miss anything? Any announcements?
Oh, yes, I got approval to celebrate our two graduating classes on your side of the world. So we're going to be planning that. It's going to be exciting. So that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so what is Lucy talking about? All right, so we're going to wrap up. I don't know how you're doing on time, Lucy, so just let me know if y'all have any other questions or comments. Feel free to put them in the chat. So Lucy and I offer multiple resources outside of YouTube. We do believe in giving back. So this Elegance Bootcamp is available for you on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Lucy's channel. Also, we are on Spotify. So if you want to listen on the go, if you're new here and you want to get caught up, for November 1 through November 30th, every night we're doing a 30-minute ish stream on one topic from Vivienne's book, so you can get caught up on all of those channels. We love giving back, and usually we do a weekly Q&A, so that's available. We also have the Finishing School for the Modern Woman, which is a privately taught Saturday school. So our classes are private Zoom meetings. We have some alumna in the chat. Who do we have here? Who do we have here? You all know him and you love him. I'll get back to our regularly scheduled program, but we have to shout out one of our school sponsors, none other than Brandon L. Jett, wherever he is in the world. And Brandon is so special to us for many reasons, and I don't even think I said it, ladies. The book that we are reviewing is available for you all to purchase at a 20% discount. But Brandon is providing this book completely free to our students, past and future. So if you're interested in enrolling, this book will be available in your dashboard immediately. And so we're so grateful. Brandon also sponsored a student scholarship for our last enrollment. So we just wrapped up the fall session, and we are currently enrolling for our winter 2024. So we will start again January 6th. So ladies, if you've been naughty or nice, maybe you could put this on your wish list. We would love to teach you. You get workbooks. All my props are here. Each course, it's 8 lessons. You get personalized workbooks shipped to your home. We cover everything from beginning to end, and it's in an intimate group coaching environment, so you can ask questions without any fear of embarrassment. All of the classes are recorded. You have lifetime access, and I have quite the network, so I bring in lots of guest speakers, and Vivienne has agreed to be one of the speakers at the Finishing School. So very, very proud. It is our life's work, and just want to let you all know. All right. Anything else, Lucy?
I think the chat is pretty quiet tonight.
The chat is
So,
quiet
yeah.
tonight. Let's see, anything else? Oh, so the whole point that we were celebrating is that the Finishing School is taught virtual, so you can attend from anywhere. If you miss a session, the recording is there for you, but we are planning an in-person event. So we're looking at the first week of April 2024. So that's kind of spring break, my neck of the woods. So for our alum, for the session we just wrapped up, and those of you who join us in January, after we finish those 2 sessions, we will have an in-person dinner party. We will have a private graduation ceremony where we can put all of these etiquette lessons to practice in real time, and you all will actually get your plaque certificates. You get a digital certificate of completion, but we have another sponsor, Mr. Option One, who is providing plaques for all of our graduates. And so we'll be able to let our hair down a little bit and practice all of these things and celebrate with you all. So Lucy is in charge of planning that, but stay tuned. So yes. Oh, Brandon says he is always watching and listening. Absolutely. We wouldn't have it any other way. He keeps the safe very space. He keeps the space very safe for us. Killa says yesterday's chat was hilarious. You missed most of it. How was the birthday, Lucy?
My husband and I were pretty low key. He wanted me to make him a chicken parmesan with pasta and garlic bread. And then for dessert, it was a tres leches cake. So it wasn't anything major, but it's what he wanted, and he got it.
I love that. Give the men what they want. I absolutely love it. And ladies, I mean, I am available as well for one on one coaching outside of here. But I always say whether your goals are relationship goals, which men, even though this is not top of mind to them, they do appreciate a feminine woman, an elegant woman, a more refined woman. And I would argue that we enjoy that space too. It's just about being mindful of certain things and making some changes. But yeah, so whether or not it's relationship goals or just personal development, I think these skills can help you in your family relationship, even in your work relationships, just being in society and feeling confident that you know how to conduct yourself in any situation because the men are always watching. And if that doesn't matter, the world is always watching. So, all right, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up, ladies. So, this is day 15. We will be back tomorrow. So, tomorrow is Thursday. Lucy, can you do 5 p.m. your time, 8 p.m. my time for Mastermind, or is that
Sure. Yeah. 5 is
okay?
okay. 5
All
sounds
right,
good.
so we'll be a little earlier tomorrow. If you all enjoy this, please share, please turn on your notifications, and we will see you all for day 16. We've made it to the top. We are making our way down the mountain. Thank you for the hand claps, Big Ben. Thank you for the questions, Lisa. You have
Yeah.
been here for every episode, cheering us on and asking questions. We appreciate you so, so much.
Great question. Great. I love my chat. Everybody, they provide so much. And for me, it's entertainment too, because with the pet monkey and the licking of the plate, and I mean, we have a blast.
Y'all, some of these topics, if you don't know what we're talking about, replay the table manners stream and the hygiene stream. We have quite the comments, but we wouldn't have it any other way. Lucy and I make it a priority to bring these live to you all for the engagement. Yes, so you all know. I can't.
And I want to also thank our moderators. They always do such a great job when they have the time to come in and attach the links to all of our different sections. So thank you so much, moderators. You're doing a great job.
Yes, we couldn't do it without you. You all have made this fun. Let's do it again tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Until then, good night, everyone.
Here we go. See, it only takes one comment and then the
There's
chat
always one.
goes.
And
All
the chat
right.
goes wild. When you're alone, lick your fingers. When you're alone, lick your toes. When you're alone, lick the plate. We are talking about when you are with others. Oh my goodness, y'all. Ta-ta, everyone. All right, let's go before y'all start.
Adios.
Adios.